I will speak about greens all over the globe. I myself, I'm from Belgium, Europe, but I have been active in different continents because I worked with global greens elsewhere. But just a year ago, I moved to Canada. My wife is from Quebec. That's the reason why we came. We live in Ontario, in Ottawa, and I am active in the Canadian Green Party.
Well, I think that this is a very exciting time and a very exciting election in the offing for the Green Party. We have a government which has clearly lost its way both economically and has no interest in environmental matters as far as we can tell. We have an opposition which is not even raising the issues, which is completely bereft of ideas on the environmental file and other things that the Green Party cares about. In general, we have three old parties that have run out of ideas and have run out of steam, basically.
Yes, I am the chair of the campaign committee of the Canadian Green Party. So in that function, I follow weekly. We have meetings about where we stand, what we can do, how we have to work to engage in political life and to advance our ideas and try to mobilize votes.
I think there's an opportunity for the fresh new thinking that characterizes the Green Party and the Green Party platform, not only on environmental issues but on economic renewal as well, to really take hold in this election. We've seen breakthroughs in Australia and the United Kingdom in elections this year with Green Party candidates getting elected into the House of Commons and the lower house in Australia and the House of Commons in England. I think the time has come now in Canada where the Green Party will make a real breakthrough in this coming election. So it's great to be part of it.
I think the Greens are upwards. The Greens are upwards. They started in 2004 with, for the first time, a full slate of candidates over 308 ridings. 2006 they went up, 2008 they went up, and in fact today the issues the Green Party and its candidates are focusing on are even more urgent than they ever have been. And so I think that we are able to mobilize even more people to vote. By the way, the Green Party was the only party in 2008 that won votes. We were the only one. All the other parties lost votes. There were less people who came to the polling booths.
Well, we're still waiting to see who all the candidates will be. However, I think that the issues here are primarily economic, and the Green Party's platform has always focused on economic renewal and environmental renewal as two sides of the same coin. We think that the employment generation and the economic activity that you can stimulate through sustainable technologies, energy efficiency, renewable energy technologies, environmental restoration, all of those things are an absolute cornerstone of the economic renewal that we need in our small communities across southern Ontario. So we'll be pushing that part of our agenda as a solution to the economic sort of stall that the country and many Western economies seem to be in. And I think that I hope at least that the campaign will be fought on the economic issues. I think this government, as is typical of conservative governments, has been very bad on the economy. People often think of conservative governments as being great on the economy and boosters of the private sector, and certainly this one is very ideologically driven in that regard. But they run off the biggest deficits. They overspend to the greatest extent of any governments by far. And what are we left with? You know, fighter jets and mega prisons. I mean, we're not. If we're going to go into debt, investing in our future, then at least let's make investments that will put in place a sustainable basis for a future economy, instead of handing our kids worn-out F-35 stealth fighter jets and mega prisons. What kind of legacy is that?
In Ontario, it's one of the provinces where Greens are strong. Yeah. It's for sure. I mean, it's not that we are among the first two candidates in all of the ridings, but we're strong, we can grow, we can really show all of the political observers that Greens matter in this election, and they will matter also in this riding.
Well, certainly there are Green Party members that will be involved at the municipal level. I'm sure of that, because they're everywhere and they're active people. The Green Party as a party, like the other parties, does not really engage in municipal politics as a party. So in that sense, no, I don't think you're going to see someone identifying themselves as a Green Party candidate in the municipal election, but I think that that you will see Green Party or you'll see environmentalists active both in the community and probably some of the candidates as we learn a little bit more about them in the last weeks of the campaign. It will be an issue for some people.